and you see this trash in front of me, unable to say that. You see, the other one accidentally turned. This is part 2. And you have this video of, as I'm watching, these people turning red when I say Roy Moore. I mean allegedly. Because it shows that they're just these bottom feeders. They're like the little these people around you that play the gods, telling you what you're gonna experience, this that can do all these theatrical things in front. They know. You can do all these games. But please understand, you are a bottom feeder in this whole thing. These little mysticful things they do here, for sure, theatrical. But I have on footage, a camera, the true low life that they are. And even this person who's supposed to be a tough, not even tough guy, a big deal. He's not a nobody at the company, I can tell. He has some kind of leadership there. Turning so red when I say Roy Moore shows that they truly are bottom feeders. And as they play like, oh, we're doing it for, they're a bunch of bottom feeder working for pedophiles. Because on top of that, we all know that the CIA, the DOD has been having issue with pedophilia that's been exposed a few times. So every other years, there's some kind of exposures of some nature. They have bills against child porn trafficking. They do all these things over and over. They have these bills that's supposed to stop them from using their computers to the child porn. To that no child. It's so nasty. In my brain, they try to recreate them because they've been telling me that these clowns, these bottom feeders who say Roy Moore in this fashion, which I have footage of how scared they are to say Roy Moore, tell me they're gonna frame me by playing child porn. These bottom feeders working for these governmental entities. We clearly know the CIA is involved with this. We clearly know the DOD is involved with this. And these clowns who are capable of negating, covering up the torture of 3-year-olds that tell me they're gonna dare to implant child porn. Well, I can't even say Roy Moore. And playing super radical as feminists, using genderism as like they're just empowered female, when in reality they're cowards involved in a program that use sexual violence toward women like it's nothing. So as I'm watching that, this person who's like a teenager, you can see that she started taking off her coats and just like trying to show more skin to try to, so they can play my brain. Now I'm looking away, but I'm like, keep doing this thing. You're gonna be exposed. Do your thing. Those people are almost like prostitutes of pedophiles. And I think the mother was there guiding her, like there. It's like, exactly. These pedophiles control this shit here. And you see in real time what these people are capable of doing to even their own children. Do that. And they're supposed to make me think, now we're doing that for our children. The mother supervising these things. That sounds like pedophilia-centric. It sounds like these trash things that we found out that the CIA was caught with child porn where the mother was filming her child, their children doing these things. Nasty. You think this is something that protects children? Look at disgusting things. In a program where they're sexually harming children, where they are known to do the pedophilia type of torture. Many have said these things, where they can control the mind. You have a mother supervising a child taking off her coat and saying, looking at me. It's like, who's going to look like trash, you bunch of fucking retard? You proved my point, and I was so happy that they did that in front of me, because I'm like, now you get exposed. Nasty trash. These pedophiles got you guys who have your children there acting this way. You still think that people don't know that it's so obvious the brain is being manipulated. There are videos of some trash on the sweater looking like that. They try to play with my brain. So imagine this trash taking off a coat. Like nasty. Now I can't even look at a child, from the youngest to even those teenagers with a whole sweater on, without them trying to play with my brain. Sweat. Can you imagine? Try to make somebody look at even a grown woman. When she wears a sweater, you know how hard it is to look at a woman, a grown woman in a sexual way with a full-on sweater. Now imagine some teenagers. They want you to accept that you're being manipulated. A teenager with some sweater. So I captured that on camera. I was like so happy. Now, just to wrap this up, in the office, the most disgusting part is this disgusting woke nastiness that I deal with. Not even, no. Let me just say this. Not even just the genderism. I don't know if it's a word. I don't want to call it feminism because it's not that. It's gender used to cover up horror. At this point, so many women are. It's clear this program does sexual violence. Okay, men or women. Some of the tortures are sexual. Genital tortures, some kind of sexual harm is commonly heard from target individual, men and women, but a lot of it from women. But it's not just sexual torture. Go see these pictures of these women's burned faces that takes weeks to heal. The image of the horrible things they do is well testified. And not even text, there's visuals of those burns. You can see what has happened to their faces. So I'm at the office looking at that. You know, these ways of gaslighting for me, they have this like tactics of like trying to overwhelm you. So forget about you being a right in person. See, this is what you guys are part of. You torture women to that point. You know what they try to do? It's like, oh, our agenda's gonna cover that up. Fuck you for all these women burnt, sexually burned, or whatever other way. And for me, this is when you know they're nasty. Because they say whatever they can say to trigger an agitation. And the thing that agitates me, but I see what they're trying to do. It's psychological gaslighting. It's a way to kind of take my attention away. When there is horrible things of that nature, where there is faces, burned faces, and genital tortures and things like that, where it shows that sexual violence toward women is commonly utilized in this program, these perps who are gaslighted, who are of female gender, they love to say things like, love it, I love it. Now, do they love that? I don't think it's true. Okay, they don't love that women are being burnt. Matter of fact, they don't care that these women are being tortured in this way. What they care about is that it looks bad on them. They don't even feel sympathy for them. It's like they're like detached to this. But they also they definitely do not love it. Matter of fact, it's the opposite of that. They don't love the fact that I know they do that to women because it ruins their little style. It ruins how they were supposed to be seen as this like daring, radical, feminine, this genderism used to cover up the horror of torture of women. So they hate that. They truly hate that. They don't hate it because these poor women are being tortured. They hate that I know that. So when they're like, yeah, we're doing it for Britney, for Courtney, yeah, right. All these women that have faces being burnt like that, you think you. So they hate that. They hate they can be like, oh, we're doing that for what you done to Courtney or Britney. Oh yeah, you who's involved in this. Oh, you who's involved in the program where they can do these horrible things to women, and some of them have participated in the harm of women and children. And that, no, this is the different portal. We are just different people with our money.